Guys, Mike from Pattern Traders. Let's talk about Bitcoin. Long and short. What do we think it's going to do? And how I anticipate playing this. What is this down here? Oh. So. All right. Let's talk about what happened yesterday. So, go on the 4 hour, it's easier. So we had our original fake bull pennant, right, that broke down. Let's just extend this all the way out here, right? So we chopped around in this specific bull pennant for about a week, broke down, created a bull div on the 4 hour, very evident, right? Very evident. 4 hour bull div, right? Our algorithms all fired. We had an over under, which is a buy signal. Algo fire, so everything looks beautiful for a buy down there. All right. Let me get rid of this because we don't need this anymore. So we're consolidating under resistance, which technically is bullish, to be honest. If I get a high time frame close around, you know what? Before I continue with this, let me just show you what I had already drawn out. Here we go. So we are in a chop fest range. It's basically a no trade zone, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Unless you're short from on top, from over here. Not over here, over here, sorry. It's a no trade zone. You want to scalp some shorts, it's fine, bro, but it's too choppy, and it's gonna keep fucking shorters and longers out until, look at this, like for example, we broke out, we consolidated, we had a bull flag, we broke out, hit supply, and then just nuked. That's a big nuke. That went from 9.5 all the way down to 19, like $500 move. That's pretty serious. So BTC is currently in a decision state that it will take out as many leverage shorters and as many leverage longers as it can before it makes its decisional like breakout, whether we break out to the top side or break out to the bottom side. Until it breaks out, it's gonna just keep chopping everybody out. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that. So it's a no trade zone. There's a lot of potential in altcoins. I'll tell you that much. A lot of, I don't know what that is, but let me get rid of this. Yeah, Algo, for example, beautiful breakout. I'm upset I didn't get into this yesterday. It was consolidating above the 200 EMA and 200 MAs. Where is this? Let me close these. So it's consolidating above the 200 EMA and the MA. I should have punted. Everything was long. Our algorithms were all long. Reset, long. Sucks. You know, I saw that yesterday too, and I didn't even bother. This is gonna fly, man. It's gonna fly. Probably somewhere around there. Beautiful move up from Algo. Alright, back to BTC. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, it's better off to invest some time into altcoins right now as BTC chops until it figures out the direction it wants to go to. Altcoins are probably the better play. That being said, based on the map that I currently have right now, right? We are still under previous Monday low. We're still, let me put on current Monday low. Where is it? I'm sorry, previous Monday high. I'm sorry, it's too early for me. We're still under previous Monday high. The blue line is current Monday high. The blue line on the bottom is current Monday low. Weekly is the current weekly. I have it already labeled. So basically, we're gonna just keep chopping, man. You know, altcoins are gonna run. They're gonna have a little field day, probably a little bit of a green day tomorrow too. We have a bull cycle. So unless I see some kind of dump under our Monday low or a previous Monday low, sweep this, tap the daily open, something down here, 88, 87. I'm not scalping this long, man. I don't even know how you have balls to long this over here. You know, it's because you have 100,000 followers. You're telling people to long this. All right, so if it goes up, dude, and it goes up, what? It's gonna go up 500 points, and then what? Another nuke? You made everybody long this, and everybody got wrecked yesterday. Why you longing resistance or a supply zone, right? So there is no setup here. I'm going to agree with ISO. I don't know if you guys follow ISO, but Crypto ISO is on. He's probably one of the main liquidity guys out there. You should follow him. He knows his shit left and right when it comes to liquidity. He's in our Discord. So it's a no trade zone. Even for me, it's a no trade zone. I'm working on content today. There's, as long as we're in this bubble over here, there's no reason to play it. Ideally, if you're looking strictly off price action, let me get rid of this real quick. All right. So I can't do it because everything doesn't come back. So ideally, if you're looking at price action, we shouldn't revisit this. If we're bearish, right? We should stop here. So resistance came back, deviated, came back, retested deviation, and died. That's what should happen in a normal environment. Not range, not break above, right? But it's BTC. It can do whatever it wants. Again, these are the levels I'm looking at. The minute we close a high time frame candle under current weekly open, right here, which is 19.15, say 19.16 or on there, whatever, give or take. You could assume that we're going to go lower. And what I mean by lower is we're probably going to go test this cluster over here, which also has green dots. Green dots are daily open. Previous daily open for December 12th, right? So if something along those lines like that, if you're bullish, I am not longing anything unless I see a Monday low get wicked, swept, sweep these, or tap the previous Monday low. And the reason why the previous Monday low is important to me is because it acted as resistance over here. It acted as resistance over here. So even though it's just a Monday low, it's still a significant SR flip to me. So this cluster to me is important. We break this cluster, we're going to go relatively lower, right? If this cluster holds, then again, we're going to keep contesting the top, right? It makes sense from a price perspective. Now, overall, what do I think is going to happen? If you take a measured move, right? Take a measured move of the whole bottom to the top. If you're bullish, 20.4. Right? Swing low, swing top, higher low. We didn't really put in a higher high, lower high yet, right? I mean, yeah, these are all lower highs, but when you make a lower high, you need to break your structure. So, for example, we made your lower high here. This is important right here. This one led to a break in structure of microstructure, which caused the higher low. So lower high, breaking structure, higher low. Now, what am I anticipating? Anything above this, any high time frame close above this, there's no bueno for bears. Truth be told, I don't want to see a high time frame candle above 9596 at all. Forget about temporary. I don't even want to see a wick out there. I don't want to have to deal with that. Only because of the fact that it's going to open up the doors for 9798s. Everybody's waiting to short the monthly open. I think it's an overcrowded trade. I stated it yesterday on Twitter that everybody's expecting this type of move. I wrote it on Twitter. And then to short this, right? Everybody's waiting for that. And then what happened? It didn't even go up there. It basically came up to this liquidity cluster over here and crapped out. So it front ran everybody. So if this happens to hold as a top, then that means that the monthly open got front ran. But again, I'm not here to predict. I don't know what's going to happen. I do know one thing though. It's a chop fest. Hold on. It's a chop fest. And until we break out, don't trade it. It's not worth it. But if you're bearish, we shouldn't revisit this at all. If you want to look at the micros, go to your 15-minute. Grab your fib levels. Microstructure now. Rule of thumb. If we keep consolidating above the golden zone, the way we are right now, we're probably going to squeeze higher. If we're consolidating above the 0.5, basically if we dump down here and we're consolidating over here, it's more along the lines of distribution. So what do I think? You could potentially short this if you're micro bearish, right? Or you could potentially short this. This should not get touched if you're bearish. This should not get touched. We should not get up here. We're getting up here, we're going to fly up higher, guys. Alright, there's my bear case. Bull case, you already know. Break out and go to 20.4, I think I said. What did I say? Yeah, 20.4 up here. Now, let's talk about oscillators, guys. If nobody cares about oscillators, you guys could get out of the video because I'm about to shoot your ear off with oscillators. Oh, we could potentially do this too, though. I hit this trend line. I never reject. I don't know. There's so many scenarios of long squeezes up, bro. But I'm not long in it. I don't care because I wasn't trained to long resistance. You know. All right. I'm deleting everything because I don't want to see lines. Let's talk about oscillators, guys. All right. 3 top pattern. 3 dots. Top. 3 dots. Top. 3 dots. Top. Now, where are we with the oscillators? No information here. I can't even tell you. It doesn't even look like anything to me. 4 hour put in a head, but a lower head. So it's gonna make a right shoulder. Now, wherever this right shoulder goes should be a nice little dump. That doesn't. 4 hour does not help me at all. 12 hour. 12 hour looks like it wants to poke higher, man. Fuck. It's not good. 4 hour over here. I want to see curls ASAP. I don't want this to keep dicking around. I want to see curls quick. The swing RSX. It's a new indicator, guys. A new toggle. Just request access to it if you don't have it. It basically allows you to switch modes from scalp to swing to be able to catch a longer trade. I have both on. I got the swing mode and I got the regular one on the bottom. So the regular one caught the bottom, dark green, caught the bottom, right? Flew up. But yeah, until I see like red over here, it's a little iffy. I'll go to 9 hour. Hopefully we're red on the 9 hour. Oh, we are red. Okay. We curled. Okay. Let me take off the swing mode on the MSTX. You don't have this, guys, yet. It's going to get released within a couple of weeks. We're still working on it, man. Just be patient. This is something you do not want to see if you're bearish. A bounce off the signal line like that. That is very bullish. Unfortunately, guys. You know? I'm being honest. You don't want to see this. See how we bounced? Or we're using it as support? That's not good. You want to see this. Cross both lines down. 6 hour. Doesn't give me any information, man. Damn. That's a. Ooh, that's a fucking head. That's not good. So usually when you get heads on the top portion like this, 2 things happen, right? You get lucky and you have your left shoulder, your head, and then you make a right shoulder and you die. And this death leads to a reset all the way down here, right? Which is going to be at least $800 move, give or take, minimum, right? It's a 6-hour time frame. This to go from up here down here was like over 1,000. So to go from here down here, talking about at least $700-800 move. But sometimes when you have a head up here, this can make a bigger right shoulder. So it's a little scary. Only good thing is that we are on our right shoulder. So wherever this right shoulder goes, it's going to end up dying. Whether it goes to 9,450 or 9,700, 19,000, sorry. It's going to end up being a short, right? 4 hour we said didn't give us any from, oh yeah, it made a head, but a lower head, so a right shoulder. 1 hour. No information. 15-minute. 3 top pattern. 1, 2, 3. And then just figure out what it's going to do. Yeah, guys, we're chopping so much that the indicators don't even give me any info. On the macro, we still look good, right? We still look good to die, right? On the macros, we still look really good to die. We have a 3-dot pattern on the weekly still, similar to this, right? Right, 3-dot pattern. That was 2019 high. So we got our first top, first poke, second poke. Now we're making our third poke, and this should end up KOing. And then when we come here, I want everybody to long this, because this is going to give us a nice move up, a nice retest. Make sure you long this. I'm letting you guys know from now. There's no reason you should be bearish when the weekly touches support. The Stoke, that's not something you want to see. You want to start seeing curls. It's not that it's bullish. It's not bullish, guys. It's overextended. It's exhausted. But you want to see that the momentum is cooling off. You want to see like basically flatlining. Let's call them flatlining, right? Let me open up swing mode. See where we are. Yeah, we didn't curl yet. You see, beautiful curl. You're not gonna catch the top, but you want to at least see a curl. You know. Oh, 3D it looks like shit, man. Jesus. This looks like shit. Look at the RSX. Completely curled under, crossed. We're still writing down. See, I'm going to give you guys a little... Usually, you want the Stoke line to turn gray again, the way it turned gray over here. That signifies that the trend is over and we're dumping. See how the Stoke line is still red? It still has momentum in it that it can still poke and keep poking, right? You want to see a cross and then Stoke go from red to gray. If you see a cross and it's still red, like this, it's no bueno. I'm just gonna try to do this pretty much. Hold on. Right, and that thing led to a massive 40% move up, dude. Easy. Right? No, from the top. Yeah, 40% off from the top. It's crazy. So, careful there. 2-day looks like pure shit, but we did find support. This is support. I don't care what anyone tells me. That's how support looks like on the fib, and we curled. The swing RSX still looks like shit. 12-hour again. Let's see what the I don't have any information regarding oscillators, guys. Usually when it chops like this, the oscillators don't really tell you much. I'm being honest, man. You want directional buy. I don't have it. Based on my theory, I'm bearish. Oscillators right now are not giving me what I want to see. Not because they're bullish. It's that they're not giving me a clear visual. Remember I told you guys that this is where these are identical areas, and we're doing our retest right now. Damn, I think I'm getting sick. But this shit already rejected. For it to jerk off over here and just like dick around, I don't like it, man. I don't like it. The only good thing is that this was a head that led to this massive move up. Right, so I mean, that's about it, guys. I'm not gonna sit and drag on the video for no reason. Based on oscillators, I don't have much to show you guys, man. Look at the monthly. Monthly looks done. Letting you guys know, monthly looks done. Remember when I told you guys about this? When you have a top and then you go up and you retest and you curl? That's a monthly time frame, bro. Monthly time frame. Monthly looks done. So let me go. Usually what happens after you create a bearish break, you come down and you retest mid. Mid zone is 13,900 and 15,000. This is your mid zone. We're not going to go to buy zone. Down here is crazy, right? Down here, maybe we could touch this area, which is 12,500, between 12,500 and 15,300. Mid zone is top yellow, bottom yellow, which is here. And then buy zone is top green, which is this. Bottom gray, which is this. We're not going down there, right? We're not going down. We were here last time, but we're not going down there. Once you break above mid, where we did over here. See how we didn't break above mid over here? It was a fake out. Once you break above mid, you don't break back under it if you're bullish. So it's gonna probably just keep for the next couple of years dicking around above mid. As long as you keep punting longs above mid, you'll be fine. 3 week looks like pure shit again. 2 week. Yeah, guys, everything looks really bad, man. But on the micros, I know I'm looking at the bigger picture, but on the micros, if you're playing level to level, just draw these lines. Again, this was your original top that led to the breaking structure. So this is a very important top, right? You could do one line over there and do another line over here if you want, right? Just capture that. So you're able to visually see that every time we touch this line, we nuke, right? You could even highlight this little OB over here on the 4 hour, right there. Right, so that's your supply zone. Excuse me, guys. Sorry, I think I'm sick. That's your supply zone, right? Every time we go near it, we nuke until we get above it. We get a high time frame close above this. Goodbye, bears. I'll tell you that much. But either way, what's the upside? An extra $500, $1,000, and then we're gonna nuke afterwards. So why not position yourself to try to catch a short? If you take your fib level, you have a beautiful OT. Okay, you have your 4 hour block here, right? Which is a very valid point for you to punt some longs here, all right? Because we do have an inefficiency over here as well, and more likely than not, it gets filled, right? So that being said, yeah, you could punt longs here, especially because if you look at microstructure, this is a pivotal area. The 0.5 is a very pivotal area. Let's make this red. Right, assume that this is your range that you're playing with. So you deviated under, broke back above. Now what you want to do is simple retest. Retest, reclaim, and then go up to your $30,000 target if you're bullish, right? If you're bullish. Now, what happens if you don't want to play that level? Well, this is a better long for me. You know, ideally, truth be told, see how this up candle you see how there was an up movement and then you broke structure, right? Led to the low being swept. So which block led to the low being swept? This block did. So truth be told, any long in here is safe. If we're bullish, guys, if we're bullish, any long in here is safe. Only because of the fact that this up candle led to the break in structure. Well, not really break in structure, but swept the low. And then it went up and broke the market structure on the top side and created a bullish pattern. Right? So, ideally, if you want to be bullish, you can wait until this thing comes down here or down here. And then you want to long it to like whatever, 25, 30,000, whatever you want to do. But I think that I think we're not going to see a high time frame close above that. Every time we have, we've been nuking, right? So we do have some liquidity up here that we could potentially go and sweep. We got more liquidity over here that we could potentially go and sweep, but right? I don't know. We'll see. I'm not scalping this. I'm not playing this. This looks like AIDS to me. This looks like basically they're gonna try to mess with every long, every short possible, just so they could screw you before they decide what direction they want to send Bitcoin in. But again, look at the downside. The RR to the downside. I know no one believes it because you can't physically see it now. But there's a bigger RR to the downside than there is to the upside. So by the time everybody sees it via price action, we're already going to be super low, too late to get in. So you're telling me that you'd rather long resistance to go up $1,000, say. Alright, say best case scenario, $1,500 up, right? As a scalp. Then to try to find a perfect short entry to grab this beautiful, whatever that is, whatever you want to short. Say you want to catch the top, whatever. I don't know where you want to go. Here, look at this RR. Look at this over here. Look at this over here. We're probably going to break 16,000 on the next dump. Tell you right now, you know. Wherever we go, that top is going to lead to a breaking 16,000. I'm pretty sure. I'm not speaking in absolutes, but that's the way I'm playing it, guys. There is no RR for me on the long side up here, dude. I don't care if we go to 20,500 or 20,200 or 20,800. I'm still going to look for shorts, right? The pattern is showing that it wants down. It's going to get down. It's just a matter of how high can it go before it goes down. My bearish theory will be completely invalidated if we get a high time frame close above 19,500, right? That means I'm going to wait. Doesn't mean I'm going to be turned bullish. I'm going to wait. And then I'm going to start looking at my oscillators to see low time frame divs and then re-short wherever that top is, 24 or 25 or 20.1, wherever it goes. But I'm trying to give you an example that I'm not going to keep shorting. With all my shorts right now, all the stops are at break even, so I'm comfortable. I'm not even worried. I'm not even looking at it. I don't even care what happens. If it stops me out, it stops me out. I'm short from up here, right? So who cares? But the downside is massive, guys. Massive. If you think that we're going to go to 30,000 without touching any of these, dude, I don't know what to tell you. All right, maybe we don't come down here. Maybe this is far-fetched, but I at least touch this. You know why? Let me show you. Look at the 3-day. Tack. That's got to get filled, man. That's got to get filled. That has to get filled. So, bare minimum 16, low 16K is going to come. But sir, why would we go down to 13,000? It's going to invalidate the whole bull case. Yeah, sure. Of course it is. If you know how to algo trade, you wouldn't be saying that. Anything in this box is a blessing, guys. Sorry to tell you. We're not going to probably ever get under this again. But if you take a trend line, do that. That's it, man. That's your long. We should never break this trend line, guys, if we're bullish. This trend line is going to last us until freaking we go to 35,000. This is going to be the trend line that's going to last us throughout the whole bull run next year. Or bull trend, whatever you want to call it. So if we do happen to come down or we consolidate, just watch this trend line. It should never break. Very simple. It should not break. You break this trend line, start worrying. Right? Start worrying. Otherwise, yeah, anything in this box is a blessing. And anything above this trend line is a blessing. And anything under this wick is a blessing. Guys, trade safe. Don't be heroes. Don't be stupid. Don't be long in resistance. Don't be shorting support. I gave you guys both scenarios. I'm more on the bear side. Sorry. I'm more on the bear side. Upside, I think, is limited. So let's see how this pans out. Oh, one more thing I want to show you guys before I leave. You guys ever seen a three top pattern? Does this not look like a 3-top pattern? I don't know where this is going to go. I don't know where this top's going to go, right? But wherever this top is, I'm just trying to show you that this is what a typical 3-top pattern looks like. It looks like 1 top, 2 top, 3 top, and then structure gets broken. That's structure right there. This gets broken on this final top. That gets broken. Don't tell me why, who, he, ha. It does. That's the way patterns work, guys. So upside is limited. And if I'm wrong, guys, you guys could all crucify me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Any questions, DM me. Please play safe, guys. It's a chop fest out there. It's no reason to play this market right now. Just watch. Play some alts. Alts look beautiful, right? But just be cautious because if BTC rolls or pumps, alts are going to take a shit. So be careful, guys. Cheers.